Hello everybody, welcome to the I Have IT Geek channel. My name is Mikhail Dam. I am the IT Geek. Wait. Yeah, I'm the IT Geek.
Going on here?
I'm presuming
Who are you supposed to be?
you.
Get out of it! Come on! What's going on here? Right, let's show you how we do this. Hello everybody, welcome to the I Am IT YouTube channel. My name is Shabazz Dar, and as ever, I am the IT Geek.
No, I am.
So we are back, bit of a different intro there. There's plenty that have tried to impersonate ways. There's only one I Am IT Geek, remember that. Bit of fun there with my son. He wanted to get involved with my videos, so I thought, why not change up the intro video a bit. So yeah, as promised, well, you've all been about a week now since I dropped my announcement that I am emigrating to Australia, and there's loads of content I've got planned. Going to do some fun personal stuff about some of the moves that moving the house and some of the packing and whatnot. But I thought I wanted to share my whole experience from the last year. So I think I've spoken to a few people who've reached out, just wanting to know more about how, where's this come from. And believe it or not, it's actually been going on for over a year. So it was March 2022 where this whole process started. May 2022, sorry. March was when I was approached, and then it took a couple of months to kind of get everything in line, and then do my sort of investigation and stuff, and do my research. And then finally it was kind of May where I started my visa process. So now we're in July, and it's hopefully fingers crossed coming to an end, and I'll hopefully get my visa in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I'd like to hope, God willing. So yeah, this next couple of videos, this series, so to speak, is going to be around my Australia move and kind of the visa I'm going for, who helped me with it, so the visa agent that I used, and kind of the whole process that you've got to go through, and I've heard so many good things about Australia. I've never been before, and it's going to be a massive culture change for me and my family. We're very much aware of this. But Australia claim that they're screaming out for people, but be honest, from my own experience, they do not make it easy. They do not make it easy if they're wanting skilled workers, but it's very difficult. It's a lot of work, a lot of cost, and a lot of work. So this video is going to be based around my initial sort of investigations that I did and how I came to the type of visa that I'm going to go for. So there's the best place I can recommend is the Australian immigration website, which is IME, which is I'll put the link in the description, but it's ime.homeaffairs.gov.au, and from there you'll be able to find sort of all the visas, all the different types of visas. Obviously there's loads of different types. There's a visiting visa, there's a permanent residency visa, there's skilled visa, there's a whole host of visas. Now I spoke to that when I first kind of looked into this, I thought, I ain't got a clue if I'm honest. The first time I looked into this, I actually went ahead and contacted a visa agent. Now, the one I use is called Concept Australia. So, big shout out to Concept Australia. They've been amazing. Philippa and Jane in particular, they've been amazing throughout this whole process. So patient, I have been a pain. I know I have. But these are the type of people that you want to contact, and I just 100% recommend Concept Australia. They're reasonably priced, and they're so helpful. They go out of their way to help you. So much experience, and they will be straight with you as well. They've been very straight with me. There's been no, maybe we can do this, try that. I've been very much, this is how it is. This is what you need to do. There is no movement in that, which is kind of what you want with this. I don't want to waste time or money. So here, their website is amazing. Contact them, they'll give you like a consultation. I got a lot of advice for free really before I even kind of went for the application. So if you just click in on their website, you can look at all the different types of visas. There's so many different types. There's a subclass 190, 189, all sorts. You're looking at the skilled visa, expression of interest, parent visas, partner visas, business visas, resident return visas, all sorts. Now I personally, when I spoke to them, I explained what my sort of situation was, and in the end, I went for a skilled visa. So my specific visa was the Employer Nomination Scheme Visa, subclass 186. So this, again, there's three different variants of this visa. So there's a direct entry stream, there's a labour agreement stream, or there's a temporary residency transition stream. Now, again, when speaking to Concept Australia, so the visa agent that I'd chosen, my sort of my scenario was best fit to a direct entry stream. And again, straight off the bat, you can see you must be nominated by an Australian employer, which I was, or I would, or I will be. Your occupation must be on the relevant list of eligible skilled occupations, which again, IT is a massive gap in Australia, but there are certain specific jobs that they want in particular. So again, I'll go in more into detail around that on further videos. And then you must have at least competent English, which I would like to think I have, been at my first language on. So this is a permanent residency, and that's the starting cost. Obviously, the more people you are sponsoring, the higher that'll be. Because see, my part of my sponsorship is my wife and my two kids, and these are some of the processing times. Take those with a pinch of salt, in my opinion, because they can vary. So if we go into details straight away, again, I've got to admit that this website is very good in my opinion. You can personalize this page. So if we just go from a sponsor's perspective, so this is the company that are going to be sponsoring my visa. You can look at all the different, so the overview, the eligibility, tells you the cost of the nomination, how long the nominations last. So basically this is saying that within 6 months of this being accepted, so the nomination was accepted in May, so within 6 months of May I need to be in Australia. And again, it tells you what must the nominators do before they can be accepted as my sponsor. So they've got to comply with Australian Immigration and Workplace Relations Law. They've actually got to advertise the role within Australia as well for a certain amount of time. And this is the step-by-step. This is really good. This gives you a lot of information. So before you apply, it tells you what does the sponsor have to do. They need to get together all their documents, so applications, employment contract, proof your business is actively lawfully operating, all these things, and then they go through the application process. Now, personally, personal experience, I would recommend if you have an employer that is willing to sponsor you, make sure they use a visa agent in Australia as well, because again, hindsight, this is the first time the company that I'll be moving to, we're doing this. First time I'm doing this, we didn't know any better. We didn't get an Australian visa agent on that side, and there were some issues with that's why it's taken so long. It took from May 2022 to May 2023 for my sponsor to basically have theirs approved, and it's because essentially we're missing some documents and we're missing information, and this is only, I found this out after the fact because I spoke to my visa agent and said they've seen this happen where companies don't get a visa agent, so they don't upload all the relevant information, so it takes longer to be processed. So if you are a sponsor, or you've got a sponsor, make sure they get help with this, because they upload all the relevant information. Because then as soon as they upload the relevant information, it took a year. They got an email back to say you need to upload all these things. This is all missing. They uploaded it within 2 weeks. It was sorted. So it could have been much quicker, but it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. We are where we are. So if I click back to the applicants now, so this is more applicable to me. Now again, these are all the step-by-step process. I had help with all this through the visa agent, and again, that is a cost, and I'll go into those sort of costs in a later video. But again, you need to make sure you get a skills assessment. So this is what I had to do. In video 2, I'll explain what the skills assessment was and what I had to do. If you do need to, you might need to get an English exam depending on your level of English. Organise health checks. We've done that. Again, I'll go into that in a later video. Get help with your application, which I did. Get you the nomination transaction reference number, which I got from my sponsor. And then you need to go through, gather all your documents. I'm going to be going through all these steps and what I had to do in the video, in later videos. So this is just a bit of an intro, just to explain kind of what we're talking about. So yeah, that's just a quick short video. Just wanted to give you a bit of insight into some of the resources I use. So I will put the immigration website, and also put a link to Concept Australia's website, which if you are thinking about ever doing this to Australia specifically, I definitely recommend using them. Reasonably priced and so helpful. They go out of their way to help you. To the point where the lady Jane who helped me with my final part of my application, when we had to, so the visa prices have gone up, and it went up in July, so it's 26th of June I think was when mine went in, and Jane essentially must have been in the office till about 9 o'clock on the phone with me trying to get it processed. So like I said, they got out of their way to help, and I've got really thankful for Concept Australia, so thank you. So yeah, just keep an eye out for more videos. This was just a little intro into what how it all came about, and some of the resources that I use, and some of the resources I'll be using through to explain more about this. So thank you for watching, and thank you for joining me on this journey. We are still, I think this is the second week just finished, so we're into week 3 in sort of waiting for my visa application to come back. Hopefully all good. Hopefully it's accepted. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.